When I brought my business online almost 10 years ago, I was following a lot of different people. And there was one particular person, she was a multi-seven-figure earner, coach, influencer, marketer. And she was sharing how when she was, years earlier when she was making multi-six figures, she was so broke that she was searching her couch cushions for change just to buy coffee in the morning. And of course, this shocked and confused a lot of people. Except, with my background and even having worked with some similar cases, I understood how that could happen. But I really commended her for sharing that because, we often hear, then as we do now, there's a lot of emphasis on income and broadcasting these big incomes, except we often don't see the bigger financial picture. And when she shared this, I think a lot of people started to really understand that there's a lot more than just focusing on income. This is why I emphasize the significance of looking at each part of your money, income, savings, debt, financial goals, and investments, which makes up your total money. And a lot of, focus, as you can see in the online space, is typically on just making more money, which of course is important, especially in business. But I just have to say that logically, we typically look to making more money as being the resolve, for everything. And in fact, and you probably already understand this, there's a lot of nuances to asking, receiving, managing, handling, and amassing money. And this is why you really want to break money down into the 5 kinds that I suggest and getting specific, uncovering that unconscious programming and trauma that connects to each, because this is what shapes your results, your behaviors, your patterns, and also affects your state. If you're a professional creative, seasoned business owner, or entrepreneur, and some of this resonated with you, or you're experiencing some challenges in your money and you are ready to take your money seriously, I highly encourage you to DM me, or you can use the link in my bio to schedule a call. I just want you to know that if you are experiencing challenges, I've said this many times, but I really want people to understand that, no matter what your background is. I mean that in terms of education or, financial background. I have not met a single person who hasn't been affected by money in some way or another, even if it's that it just makes you uncomfortable or you're not pursuing what you want. Everything begins with your interdynamic with money. And I really want people to understand that it affects all areas of your life.